Hey guys, Raptor Quickfeed here. Today, I'm going to give you an experience I had with a horror story. Let's do it. Now, you people are fans of scary stories. This is one that I will never forget. So, there was an ordinary day for our school. What we were doing was we were in math class, some of us, and then the other kids are in science, English, or all those other classes. So, what happened was we were working. And then our teacher clapped her hands a few times. She interrupted us and then told us that there was a school field trip tomorrow, and then she handed out a bunch of papers. Like us kids, we wanted to go to the field trip because we didn't feel like staying at home. We didn't feel like staying at school. So we brought home our papers. We got them to sign, told them about the school field trip. We'll be back tomorrow. We gave them the paper to sign. They signed it. And then what happened was, the next day we took it to school. And then right in the morning, as soon as we gave them their permission forms, we went into our bus. Our bus was pretty creepy. It was probably like the creepiest bus there. Because we couldn't get a bus driver, so we needed our own teachers to drive the bus. So this was like 2-3 hours out of town. So the problem was, we had no clue where we were going. So once we got there was this tall building, which was pretty creepy. It was a school. And I can say I didn't like it there, nor did my friends. There was a creepy bush that led us to it. Yes, as I was saying, it was a super, super tall building. No one here liked going through that creepy bush. The creepy bush was pretty dark. It had some trees, of course, and we just all had the chills. When we got there, we seen a big, tall building, which was the school of where the teachers used to go to. Of course, us as kids thought that we were going to that school to learn. But we went there to see how those kids were. Those kids acted different than us. They weren't like us, but it doesn't matter how they are. They were people. People, they were pretty different, but it doesn't really matter. I remember that we were just walking around looking at the stuff, but then, out of the blue, it was time to leave. So we hopped in a bus, and then we left. But before we left, I remember hearing, this is a lockdown. All personnel proceed to a room and lock the doors. But the problem was, we were already in our bus outside, ready to take off. On the buzzer, I will never forget what he said. He said, bus, you must leave right now before it is too late. Something like that. But we were ready to take off, and then there was this girl, or a figure. Pretty sure it was a girl. She had, it's not blonde, she had red or orange hair. I remember we took the bus off, and then she chucked a knife at the bus, hit the back window, 2 seats behind where I was sitting. The glass shattered all over my friend. He had some cuts on him, but they weren't severe. He was just bleeding on his face and his head. I remember the teachers freaking out as we took off, but we were about 3/4 away from home / school, and we noticed our friend was missing. 2 years later, after my friend got out of the hospital, he wasn't in there for 2 years, but 2 years later, we went there again for another field trip. This time it wasn't by chance, it was by choice. We had to. And we were pretty worried about our friend, thinking that he was gone. He was flashed out of existence. But we had to. We had to go no matter what. No matter how bad we wanted to go. We thought maybe something bad happened to him. Maybe he was dead. So, yeah, we were all scared. We were all worried about our friend, hoping that he'd still be alive after 2 years. On the middle of the road, as we were driving, we seen a figure of a guy. He looked older than our friend, but of course, 2 years older. He was taller, and he had black hair. His hair used to be brown, but we knew it was him. We drove past him and looked at his face as he stared at us. He stared at the bus, probably wondering why we had left him. We didn't know he was gone until we got pretty much back to the school. So, we stayed for another day or two. And I remember when we were going on the bus broke down. I hopped out of the bus for a few minutes just to take a breather. And then he came out of nowhere and started to chase me. Me in fear, I started running as fast as I can down the hill and down the street. There was these two guys who thought he would just chase me for no reason. Maybe we were playing tag or something. Maybe that's what he thought. But no, he was chasing me. I was thinking maybe he wanted to kill me. I wasn't sure. I was pretty worried. But the more he chased me, the more I got faster, the more paranoid I got. So, I asked these men to help me. A police truck had just drove by like 2 minutes before me. So, when he was done chasing me, I don't know. As I said, I found this little house. I seen him. I asked him what happened to him. He told me that girl made me. The girl turned me into this. I told him that he can come back with us and forget this ever happened. He did. He was going to the bus, and then he seen that girl again. The girl started to chase us. We got into the bus. The teacher didn't even shut the door yet and just drove away. Drove as fast as she can. And she was never seen ever again by us. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this horror story experience. I will see you all tomorrow. Peace out.